Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this RUNACC camping bug zapper 3-in-1 camping light, lantern, mosquito zapper, flashlight. Yeah, here we have some contact information, maybe more here. Yeah, so yeah, here you have it. IP66 waterproof. I mean, you cannot go swim with that, but I think, or I heard that we can just rinse it underwater. Strengthened USB charging port, lightweight hanging hook design, reinforced screws, firm anti-impact. Has a lot of good reviews, also some bad reviews. It's a little bit mixed, and so I thought, yeah, why not to give it a try and let's see and let you know how it really is. What I've been using in the past is this thing. Yeah, I hope you can see that. It's huge, it's massive, and of course it's working with 110 or actually more. It was running on 220 volts. So I've been using it now for on 110. Has been working somehow, but not really good. And it has this box here, so it doesn't actually kill the bugs. So it attracts them with the UV light, and then it has the fan, and the fan blows everything into the box, and you can go outside, open the box, and release the bug. So if you are a huge bug fan and you don't want to kill them, that's maybe an option for you, but for me it was just not working really anymore. On 110 it was too big, really massive. I mean, we can see the size difference. It's huge, and I mean, this is USB, and it's supposed to work here everywhere. Don't have to worry about cable or a power outlet. So I thought, yeah, why not to try this one here. So let's go a little bit closer again, open, take it out of the box, see what we get here. I don't know if I've mentioned that, $25 on Amazon currently, so definitely cheaper than the large one which I had shown you. So here there's the instructions, maybe important for you to read before you want to buy, to make a better buy decision, or if you bought used, or if you lost the instructions. So hope you can see that, hope it's focusing nicely. So just go to the highest resolution, put it on pause, so you have plenty of time to read everything. So here we are. I think that's just some kind of protection here. So it's always good when it's nicely packed for traveling or transportation. Travel light, washing and cleaning, mosquito lamp. That's really nice. I mean, we can use this thing here to hang it up. Yeah, also, why not? It's a different style of a hook, but it seems to work. Maybe a little bit less reliable than other things, but as long as children are not pulling on it, yeah, why not? And here we have the flashlight. So what a lot of people have been complaining, that it's much smaller than that they have been expecting. Yeah, it's not a big thing, but for me, I mean, if you have just one or two bugs and not hundreds or thousands in your bedroom or so, yeah, this could be something. So I'm going to charge it here. You can see massive protection here for the USB port. By the way, it's micro USB, and we get this micro USB cable here. So I'm going to charge that and turn it on and then see how this works. So the charging port is extremely deep inside, recessed, but there hasn't been a problem to use a standard micro USB cable, so that's good. Now you see the red charging light, so I'll leave it on for a little bit, and then you can also see how much charge it used to fill it up. So it didn't take very long to get the battery charged. When it's charged, then we have the green light, and then we can see here it's still on 99%. So basically nothing, took a couple of minutes to top it off. And yeah, so there's a good sign. This is a really good sign. So some of these devices which come totally drained, it does not only mean that the battery is totally empty, it could also be that the battery is damaged, and that's the reason why the battery is empty. So this is a very good sign, of course. So let's close this opening here. Yeah, you can see it's pretty nice, easy to close, and we have two buttons here. We have the one button for the light. Hope you can see that. It has different lights. So I point this towards the wall. So you can see that here, that's flashlight. It doesn't have these lines. These lines come just from the camera. You don't have to be worried that it has these lines. And here we have just a little bit of a light. That's a really nice one, so you can use that for camping. It doesn't illuminate the top, so it's just illuminating the surrounding. That's a really cool thing. And that's even a low light. That's more like a night light. That's also a good thing. So I think there were in total about 4 different settings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, really nice. And we can use the Zapper independent from this one, so you can have this thing turned on, let's say with the light during the night, and we can still turn on the Zapper here. You can see that. So I think it has just one function, turn on and turn off. So I reduced the light a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. It's not extremely bright, but there is this UV light, and of course it's also good when it's not too bright. I mean, it's in the area of between, I think, 360 to 390 nanometers. So it's normal UVA, which when it's too strong, it can be dangerous. But I mean, I think it's so weak. It shouldn't really matter as long as you're not holding your hands for hours here or staring directly into that for a longer time. So I would keep this a little bit away and not look into that the whole time, even though it might be interesting. But for me, looks really good at the moment. These things are a little bit weak. Maybe you can see that here. So when you're pushing too hard here, that's moving a little bit. I mean, not too much that it breaks soon, but you have to be a little bit careful. When you push towards this thing, then it's not such a problem, but when you like squeeze them or so, yeah, it won't last for 20 years or so. It doesn't look too weak. I think for the price it's not too bad. I mean, yeah, here again the light, that's then when you have this on top with this hook, this is how it would be, like from underneath, or have it just like this on the table, or rather like that. So you have plenty of options here. It's not bad. I mean, it's super small. I think that's what makes people disappointed about this device, but I don't see the problem. I like it rather small, have it just somewhere that doesn't need a lot of space. So for me, at the moment, it really works. So now I'm waiting till some mosquitoes come along, and let's see if we can catch some of them and how successful we are. So I had this thing running now for about 1 hour, and I thought, yeah, okay, I mean, I know there are not many mosquitoes inside, and I thought, yeah, okay, probably I will have to do or put it outside to catch something. And I checked after an hour, and I was really surprised. I think there was just one mosquito inside, and now it's not flying around anymore. It's inside here. So let's get a little bit closer and maybe zoom in to see if we can find this. And yeah, here it is. Definitely not moving anymore. It's a little bit difficult to focus, get a clear image, but I think you get the point. And yeah, here I'm a little bit closer, and I think you can see that now. You also get a really nice impression now about the size. I was a little bit worried about the size. I mean, the distance of the wires. I first thought maybe the distance is too large, but it looks like it is not. So yeah, nice catch here. But it's the only one. Anyway, I mean, it was just one mosquito inside. I remember I almost tried to catch it manually today, and I remember that I still have to do this review, so I left it alone, and here we are. So nice success, and I don't see why people are complaining about that. So for me, definitely worked really nicely. So I was outside, unfortunately I let it run, and when I came back, now I found it. So I can't really tell you how it behaved, but I mean, it's pretty much standard device, I mean standard functionality, and now we are trying to remove that with water. So that's the interesting point, because usually it's leaving a mess when you, especially when you have a lot of these animals and they are down then here collected, and it's a mess and not really nice to see. And I'm going to flush it or try to clean it under the tap water. So let's see how this works. Of course we have to turn this thing off then, that's really important, otherwise yeah, it will make like a short circuit or something like that. And I mean, you have to turn the thing off, of course, and you have to make sure that this thing here is properly closed, or just avoid this area with the water, so or both of them. So I'm going to check now if we can rinse it and flush this mosquito away. So here we are again after about 1 full week of usage for the final resume and checking everything. So how has it been holding up? Yeah, it has been doing a pretty good job, at least at large normal size mosquitoes. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean anyway, but for the video it's not good to have no flies, so we didn't have any flies around. But I think, yeah, this is not really difficult to catch. Normal like stinging mosquitoes, also no problem. The problem here was the small mosquitoes. I mean, like these fruit flies. I mean, they are not really stinging, but they can be a pain in the butt when you have them a lot. Maybe you forgot something on the desk, like, and then you had an old fruit, and it produced many of these fruit flies, or outside. I don't know why it happened. In a sudden it was totally full of them, and thought, okay, yeah, now we have this really nice light, just turn it on, put it there. And the problem was that they are too small, so there's a certain gap in between these wires, and when the wire, I mean when the mosquitoes or the fruit flies are smaller than the distance between, so they don't make any contact. So usually there has been just one area where they have been making contact. That's here, maybe you can see that, that's a little bit narrow. There's probably an error with the wiring, and so that's the area where they got hit. But apart from that, not many. I mean, there were thousands there in this area, and I've been catching maybe 24 of them. Not really successful, but with normal mosquitoes, would say, yeah, not too bad. I mean, at least for me it has been working. There are some people saying, yeah, it are only attracted by carbon dioxide. I don't think so. For me it has been working. I don't know, maybe there are different ones, but for me it was really working, so looking really good for me. Also rinsing has been really easy. I mean, you can see there are still some remainders. Maybe you would have to push, or like you need more pressure, but of course, yeah, I will definitely not pressure wash this thing, but normal rinsing, even with hot water, hasn't been a problem. It doesn't get perfectly clean, but definitely cleaner than similar things where you can't use water. So I think it's a big advantage when you can use water. Also these things, nasty stuff which is collected down there, definitely no problem to rinse it off. So and everything has been really watertight. I mean, I have been rinsing also here just to check it. I mean, usually you don't need to do that, but I have been pouring water all over here as well, and there hasn't been a problem. So it looks like this thing is really super tight here, works really good. So for me, actually, it's a good thing. So I don't see why people are complaining. Also, regarding the light here, works really good, easy, different light settings, no problem. The thing what I noticed is just when you hold it, like over time, just like you lift it up here, lift, put it somewhere, and then at the end you can see there's a gap, and over time it will remove that. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, they should have chosen like another technique for that. That's a little bit bad here. You have to be careful not to lift it all the time, otherwise it will drop and maybe will be destroyed over time. But apart from that, I think it's a really nice thing. I don't see any problem actually. It is, or it does what it is listed for, and I think it's a cheap price. It's a nice design, nice, small, rechargeable. I've been almost recharging this thing every day, using it then outside, inside for quite some time. So for me it has been working, and I hope it will work for you too. So if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.